All right, welcome to the Stamping 101. So this is kind of a different class for me because normally we just get into a class and we start making projects and I don't really tell you the process. So tonight's class is about teaching you the process of design to try to give you a little bit more confidence with that. I think that's the thing I hear the most is how do you come up with these designs? And there is that part of me that doesn't really think about how I come up with the designs. There's 23 years of
you just know it.
Right. So now I thought, okay, how do I come up with the design? So I'm going to get to that in a minute, but what I wanted to show you is just a sneak peek of online exclusives. So these are our secret menu items that are coming to the online store, and they are going to be available in July, but demonstrators can order those now. So let me show you what we have. So there's this one here. It's called Summer Happiness. And it comes with dies that cut out this. So this is washi tape. So I've literally just taken the washi tape and put it onto cardstock. And then you can take your dies and cut out each one of those images.
Oh, that's fun.
It's fun, right? Cool. Yeah, so then you can put it on any color of cardstock. So if you put it on blue or pink, or it will give you a totally different look than if you have it here. So that's what makes it different from designer series paper, right? Is you can change the background of it.
Yeah. So is the washi tape must be a little bit translucent then? So
it is, yeah. If you look at, you can see kind of my fingers are sort of showing through there.
That's nice.
Yeah, right. So even if take say the this one here.
Is that the same one you had at the Mix and Mingle?
That's right.
Okay.
Yeah. So see how it goes on there. Yeah,
no, that's cool.
Pretty cool. Okay, and then another one that we have. This is kind of nice because Bruce is a football fan, and so this one is
good for Father's Day or birthday.
Seriously, right?
Yeah.
So just some really fun greetings in there too. We're starting to get into our Christmas stuff, and so this one here is called Woodland Wishes. But look at how nice it is for coloring.
Look at that is cute. That's just what I was thinking.
Right?
Oh,
yeah, and
really
I love
cute.
the little tower of animals for. I know. So when you look at my schedule coming up, I've got Christmas cards already this summer, and that's why, because we have great Christmas stuff coming out. Here's a background stamp. So this one is called Sweet Foliage. And it's really nice for just, you could do coloring, you could do tone on tone, you could do some gold embossing. Really, really pretty. There's, of course, some Halloween things. So we've got the Raven's Tail.
The Raven.
Isn't that fun?
Very nice.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
That's a beauty.
I love crows and
my
ravens.
God.
I think that they're such neat birds. And so I just wanted it because of the crow. But, well, it says raven, but...
You know what? Ravens
I guess
and
it's got
crow,
the
I can't tell you the difference unless I see them sitting right next to each
So
other.
ravens are bigger and they have a bigger bill.
Yeah.
And they also migrate, I guess crows migrate and ravens don't. So
Okay.
yes, we've got this one here, which is another Halloween one, and I got this one specifically because of the web. I think there's some fun background techniques you can do with that. I'm looking forward to playing with that one. We've got Merriest tags. You can see not only does it have some Christmas tags, but you can color it and make it look more birthday related. I love that we've got the little stocking imagery in there.
Yeah.
And then you can see the dies that are all set up for that. And then another one of the Christmas ones. So this one's called Festive Cheer dies. Did you notice with the new bundles, the name of the stamp set and the name of the dies are both the same size?
Oh, that's
If you look at our older ones, the dies were written in this smaller font.
Oh, I hadn't even noticed.
Yeah, so this is one of the changes they've made based on our requests. And you can see the little fa la 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 la. That's my favorite stamp in the whole thing. I think it's so cute.
Yeah.
And then we've got a whole suite related to the stitch stocking dies. This has a bit of a quilting vibe to it, and look at the size of this. Of this stocking. Yeah. So I don't know.
You could make a nice run.
A little garland.
Right?
Yeah. Have I ever told you guys about Bruce and I got married December 30th, and as the gift for everybody, I hand sewed 200 miniature stockings
Oh.
as Christmas tree ornaments.
Really?
Yeah, and I hand cut them out because I didn't know anything about crafting back then, so this would have been really helpful. And then, sorry, one more Halloween one. Again, you've got this really cute, I love the little cat,
Those are
the little
cute,
bats,
for
right?
sure.
So much fun. So yeah, lots of fun things to play with. Here is a fall set. We've got this bundle
Ooh.
with the leaves and the new punch.
Stamp.
Yeah, I love when we've got punches that come
Well,
out.
with all the designer paper you have, that's stamped. You can make
Oh,
some really funky trees.
seriously, and they don't have to be leaf colored, right?
Yeah.
So here we've got these really, really cute ghosts and the bats. The bats have lips, like it's so funny to me. And then you've got the white and the black
Those
dots.
really are cute, Lindsay.
Aren't they adorable? Yeah.
Oh gosh, and I'm not supposed to buy anymore.
Well, I'm probably not the person to encourage you
I
to not
shouldn't
buy
be
more.
by you, really.
And then this one here, it's all part of a pansy suite.
Okay.
Yeah, and I just love that they've got the little gems right in the center there.
Mm.
And then this is another one that I think is going to be a blockbuster. These little buttons, and they've got sparkles all around the outside of them.
Yeah.
And they're all self-adhesive, just like our
And
other
are
ones.
these are all from the new magazine in July?
No,
Or catalog?
online
Or no?
exclusive.
Just the online.
So we have a new catalog in September, but these ones are the online
the
exclusive.
online exclusive.
So here's new specialty paper, and it's got lines running through it with sparkle.
Nice.
Of course, this kind of paper can be made any color you want. And then we have, this one is called the Gilded Wings Accent. So it comes all die cut, all
yeah.
ready to go.
That's pretty.
Isn't that nice?
Yeah, it's very pretty.
Oh,
And
that's
then-
really nice.
Are we too noisy for you, London?
Yeah,
Sorry.
she literally is like, I can see this is going to take a while. This is the paper that goes with the stocking one. So you can
Cute.
see it's got sort of that quilted
Yeah.
vibe to it.
Yeah.
And all of these really beautiful, but then there's some papers that you could use not for Christmas too.
For other
I
stuff,
love
yeah.
the color.
And then you can see, here
Most
you can
of
see the
that
B
you
side.
could use for other stuff.
Yeah, right?
Really.
There's some specific, like the holly and the,
Holly's my favorite.
but here, this one, I mean, it doesn't
That's
have to be a
pretty.
Christmas quilt.
No, it doesn't.
I love snowflakes.
Okay.
I love the candy
I
cane
love
one.
candy cane.
Yeah, so really beautiful paper there. And then let me show you the Halloween paper. So I know, like, from polling my crafters that not a lot of you make Halloween cards,
Yeah.
but I do like to make little treats for, like, my friends at the gym and so on. But this is what makes this paper absolutely spectacular, and it's these little cats.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, really
I know
cute.
they're not.
Oh.
I mean, a couple of them have the witches' hats on
Yeah,
them,
but you could
but like,
use them
look
for
at the
any
little
time.
cutie patooties there.
Aren't they ever sweet? Oh
Yeah.
my God.
My friend just told me all about a catio that she put on her house. Have you heard of those?
No.
For
So
the cats to go in and out.
yeah, so
Yeah.
it's like her window has a cage on the outside of her house, and so the cats can just go into the catio and hang out during the day while she's
And
working.
get the fresh air
Yeah.
and the smells from the neighborhood.
Yeah, it's so much stimulation, right? Anyway, I just thought you'd appreciate seeing a
Oh,
little
yeah,
sneak
that-
peek.
Very nice.
Paper.
Yes.
That's pretty.
Okay, so let's talk a little bit about the basics. So most of our project tonight, most of our class is going to be talking about design. But what I wanted to share with you first, just to make sure that I haven't missed a step for you, is just some basics in paper cutting. So this is the paper cutter that Stampin' Up has.
Yeah.
And you can see I have two little sliders here. There's a gray one and a black one. The gray one, I have an S on it, so that's just for scoring. So that means you're gonna use that for any of your fancy folds. If you like to do a score for the middle of your card, you can do that. But I like to identify it so that I can push it out of the way when I'm cutting.
And not do it wrong.
Exactly.
I have on occasion.
So-
I love that cutter. It's really a good one.
What you're paying attention to here is this channel, and that channel is where the cutter slides through. And so we have here a ruler along the top. There are centimeters, but we really do in Canada use inches for paper. I think it's left over from the 60s, but also paper is measured in inches, so 8.5 by 11 inches. So in order to cut a card base, you need it to go 5.5 on the 11.5-inch side. So you can see here on the ruler, I've just got it right over top of that 5.5 mark. And then we're going to slide the cutter, and that gives you that card base. So this is where now you would fold it, and our little bone folder is such a nice handy tool for making that crisp edge. Now, the next part I wanted to show you is the measurements for the card front. So the card fronts, we often use this. I mean, you can design any way you like, and I'm going to go into that in a minute. But just the basics is we like to do 4 inches, so 1/4 inch smaller. Wait, why is it not? Oh, my blade. Here's a learning moment. If it's not cutting, it's because your blade is popped out there, and so I just popped it back in. Okay, so 4 inches, and we're going to take 1/4 inch off the other side, and so then it's 5.25 inches. So now, if I bring back in that card base, you can see that it is exactly 1/4 inch all around.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so that's just some basics. The other thing I wanted to talk to you is about color, and I have one of these to email to each one of you so that you will have this PDF and you can print it off at home, or you can refer back to it on your computer. So what Stampin' Up! Has done is they've taken all of the colors and they've given you some popular color combinations based on the color that you're working with. So you can see at the top here, it says Cherry Cobbler.
Color.
And this is the Cherry Cobbler here on the left-hand side.
Yeah.
And then it gives you some options. So Secret Sea, Crumb Cake, Petal Pink, Flirty Flamingo, Very Vanilla, and Green Garden.
So those are all good colors that would go with that one.
Exactly.
Is that correct? Yes.
So what I like to use this for is the colors that are not necessarily my favorite. So don't hate me if this is your favorite color, but Cajun Craze is a color I struggle to work with. I just don't work, my eye isn't drawn to the oranges and the yellows as much as they are the blues and the pinks, as you all know from crafting with me. So here you can see Cajun Craze, but when you bring it down with the options, you've got Misty Moonlight and Golden Glow, one of our new in colors, or Old Olive and Early Espresso. So when I see those in combo, and then I think about something like Simply Leaves and that color combo, so wonderful. So there's lots of color combos, of course, that you can play with. Here's another color I don't use a lot, Timid Tiger. So then when we bring in Berry Burst and Pretty Peacock, look at how bright and fun that color becomes instead of it being just a fall color, right? Same with Misty Moonlight and Lost Lagoon. Like you can see that would be a beautiful baby color, kind of Oilers color.
I like this setup. I got the wheel there a couple of years ago when it came out.
Yeah, she's talking about this here.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, here you go.
Yeah.
And I agree. I find that
one, the one you just showed us, is easier for me to deal with.
Right, because this one here, you're looking at sort of working with color theory. It's a little bit more advanced. Even I struggle to use it. Okay. Where this, it's like the people who are good at these things have put together the nice combos.
Excuse this, but it's colors for dummies.
Right, yeah.
Really.
So anyway, each of you who've registered for this class, you'll be receiving an email tomorrow with the PDF for this so that you have that to keep. Okay, so let's talk about what we're working with tonight. So you each have a printed copy of this. And are you familiar with card sketches? Have you heard that term before?
It's like a template almost?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you can see, so this one was developed by Stampin' Up, but they have taken here a template. So here we've got our card base, and then we have a focal point, and then we have the greeting. And what I love about this is you're always starting from a blank page when you're designing a card. But this gives you one step further. So you can kind of look at it from the perspective of, okay, what is my eye being drawn to from a design standpoint? And then how can I make the things that I have work in it?
With that.
So, for example, if I bring in this one right here, so you can see Stampin' Up! Has created this template, and then this is an example that they've given you.
Yeah.
And this weekend, I ran my bingo class, and you can see this is done using that template.
That's what I thought as soon as I saw it.
Right?
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah. So you don't have to follow it exactly. You can use it as a jumping off point, but I just find starting with a blank page is hard. Here's another one that you'll recognize. So from my class this weekend, I deliberately used this card map so that I could show you the example.
Yeah.
But here you can see is this template. So from that template, I created this card. And it's almost verbatim. So here you can see is the one that Stampin' Up gave an example of.
Yeah.
But here I just...
That's great.
So you can take anything that you have and put it into something else. And then this one here is this one here. So you can see, again, this was from my class, but you've got two elements that are there, right? And then you have this piece here that kind of follows here, and then this kind of follows there. Now I've added in an extra element, and that's okay. That's just how my design worked. But it's just so simple to work.
It gives you a
card maps.
template on how to start, right?
Exactly, yeah. So we are going to be working with card templates tonight, and we are going to be making some cards. So let me show you what we have. So the class kit comes with this craft note cards and envelopes. Now this, I have to admit, was an older product, but it's just so perfect for card making. I did have multiples on hand, and so you aren't able to find that in the store, but you are going to be going home with extras. So you have your cards and envelopes as well as the box, and I'll show you how to assemble the box. And then we also are walking home with ephemera packs. So you've got 3. Now I've got mine stored in the DVD cases, and I wanted to show you these because they're just so great for storing your ephemera, especially when you start to use them and the pieces start to pop out.
And they're loose.
Right? So then you have, you can have the DVD case to hold it. You can find the DVD cases on my online store. So we've got this little ephemera pack here, and yours has doubles. So if you wanted to make 2 of your cards, you could. So you can see we've got all these fun summary images.
Yeah.
Next we have some greetings. Now the thing about the one that I just showed you and the greetings is that they are stickers. So you can see on the back there's these lines here. Those lines are where the stickers would come off. And so you have all of these great greetings that we can work from. And then finally you have some layering pieces or some tags. Now these tags are fun because the ones that have the holes in them, they're just paper. You'll see there's no adhesive on the back. But the other 2, which are part of this same set, these are labels, and these ones are stickers. So they've been cognizant of the fact that these are probably going to be hanging off a gift bag. And so you don't want to have a sticker backing on it. But these ones you're going to be using as elements in your cards.
Cool.
Okay. So we have here our box. And we've got a little belly band that we're going to slide off. And then this gives you this really nice giftable box filled with your cards. So let's look at our templates and these cards together. So I'll set this aside. I'm going to bring back in my sheets here. So we've got our first one. And that is this one here. So you can see, again, you don't have to use a circle. You can use any sort of main focal element. So I chose to use this hexagon. And then I've brought in from the sticker sheet the sun and 2 of the clouds. And then because the sticker backings are still on them, you can choose to peel the stickers off like I did here, or you can choose to use dimensionals on the back like I did here.
And then you don't have to peel it off.
That's right. The thinking of you comes from your greetings, and then you've got some embellishments to finish it off. I also used the shimmer pens because you know I'm addicted. And I just went over top of the stickers to be able to give it that shimmery look. If that's not your thing, you don't have to do that. For those of you who have the to-go kit, I didn't send shimmer pens home with you. So this is just maybe something that you got to do in person. Okay, so that's project number 1. Project number 2, if you look at our sketch, we've got this one here. So once again, you're pulling in an element, that's the sticker. We're bringing in some twine to just do a little loop on the back. And we've got the heartfelt thanks. And then we're adding in some of the in-color butterflies. Now I'll show you a little trick. For your loop, we're going to use our twine. And I find that if you tie the knot while it's still on the spool, it's a little bit easier.
I thought that was a good idea.
Yeah.
You mentioned that.
Of course, it's a little harder when I have people watching, but let's do it again. Okay, so now the trick to having a nice bow is to fuss with the loops. So you can see my loops are not even. So if you just pull on the tails until you get it to the size you want, then you'll find that your bows look a lot better. Once you have that done, you can cut that off. And I'll bring in the element from the ephemera pack, punch that out. And what I wanted to show you is how I attached it. So the easiest way to attach a bow like this is by adding your adhesive to the back first. And I find that it helps you to know if you've made your loops long enough too. So I'm just going to add a little bit of adhesive here. And then I'm going to stick that on the back. So now it's going to loop from behind. We can add a little bit of our dimensionals. And I find that I like to kind of put it over top of the seam if it's possible. Yeah. And then I also like to put over top of one piece of the twine. So now when I stick it down, it is going to hold down the sticker backings, hold down the thread, and it's just going to make it pop up a little bit. So that's...
Yeah, the way you want it, right?
So that's our second card. We'll move on to our third card. So this one here has this fun look to it. And again, we're using all those ephemera pieces. So this is from your tags, this is from your images, and this is from your greetings.
Ah, okay.
So I just have here these cute little shells. And we're going to bring in, I'm going to just open up my package here. I'm going to bring in some splatter. Again, if you're working from home and you don't have white refill, then just skip this step. But for you guys here tonight, we're going to take our water painter, and I've already added in some ink refill. This is what it looks like here. And
ooh, yeah, I have that at home now.
Ah, there you go. And I've just put it into a little palette, and I'm going to throw a little bit of water in with it so it's nice and goopy. And now it's helpful if we use our bone folder so it lays flat.
I always get a little bit too exuberant with splattering.
Really?
And I end up going overboard with it.
It's like glitter. You can never have too much.
So this one here, you can see, needs some drying time. If you have a heat tool, you can go ahead and heat that up. Or you can just set it aside and work on it on your next step. So that's project number 3. So moving to project number 4, this one here. I really went a little bit looser with this template than this. So this one, they were really obviously 3 pieces of DSP. But what I did here was I took in, these are actually arrows. So I'll bring in those arrows so you can see. So here's the middle one right here. So that the top of the arrow is behind here. And if you flip through your pages,
you'll find
the other 3, or the other 2, I should say. So the arrow is behind, so we're just playing with the little flags on the end, and then the hello there comes from your greetings, and again, same technique with the little bow tied behind, and then you have some of these iridescent pearls to decorate it with. They're such a nice all-around one, but it works really well with this look as well. So that's number 4. Moving on to...
I like the round one too.
This one here? Or
well, no, that little oval shaped one.
This?
Yeah. Instead of the long rectangle.
Yeah, right. So
That's
you can
cute.
see that they're using it more as a guideline and not as an absolute. Okay, so now we're moving on to the one with the 2 circles, but I just showed you that one that we made in my class. So this one you can see is a little bit more loose, right? So we've got two focal points that are kind of taking the place of the two circles, and then the greetings here. Behind, you know, they've used a square piece, but behind I've used one of those tags.
Labeled the tag.
Yeah, so hip hip hooray, you did it, congratulations. And it, once again, you've got the twine tied in the little
That's
loop
where
there.
your crafty talent comes in. You can look at the basic and then see how you could improve on it. Right?
Well, and that's exactly what you're going to walk away with.
Gonna do, yeah.
Okay, and then finally we have our sixth card, and that is this one. So once again, I was a little bit more loose with the imagery, but you can see what they've done is taken 3 focal point images.
Yeah.
And so we've done the same thing with the sunglasses, the hat, and our little flip-flops.
Oh,
And then here they've done the birthday wishes, and I didn't add a twine behind that one,
right.
but we did add the little butterflies there. So
That's cute.
so you've got a 7th one, and you have enough supplies that you're welcome to go ahead and do a 7th one. I just designed 6 because it fits really nicely in the box, and 6 is kind of a nice number for doing a gift. So feel free to go ahead and adjust things as you would like. Maybe you don't like the greetings that we've focused on here, or maybe you wanted to do doubles of them because you have doubles. But yeah, that's the projects. But before I end this, I wanted to walk you through the box because it does take a little bit of finagling. So it's not difficult. It just takes I had to watch a YouTube video to figure it out. So go ahead and pull out your note card. And there's 2 pieces to the box. There's one that looks like this, and then there's another one that is over here.
Hey,
Okay. So here we've got our 2 boxes. So we're going to start with the one that looks like this first. And this is where you're going to use tear and tape. So the very, very sticky tape. And this one is true to its name, tear and tape. You don't have to cut it. You can just tear it off. So with this, you're going to fold your pieces in, and you want it to be folding so that this piece is going to be sitting inside like that. Same with this one. We're going to fold it so that this piece is going to, it's eventually going to fold inside like this. Okay. Same with these ones. It's interesting because they've given you 3 layers here, and those layers are meant to reinforce the side of the box. It actually doesn't have any purpose besides reinforcing it. So it's going to actually end up like this and like this when we're done. So what you want to do, the easiest way to approach this is to take your tear and tape, and on this first panel, you're going to add your tape, and you're going to do that on the first panel all the way around the box. Okay, you're going to look for that score line, and then you're going to fold it, keeping this one kind of in your hands, and it then can be pressed tight like this. So this is going to fold up like that. You can see they've got that reinforced look then.
Okay. Yeah.
Like this, yeah. And then the next one is going to be the long piece. So we're going to go ahead and peel that off. And I would recommend doing the shorter side first.
Okay.
So peel the backing off. So we're going to fold these little tabs in. And then this is going to stand up and it's going to fold over top of the tabs. So that's going to hold it. So now we're going to do the reinforcing part of it. So again, we need these little tabs to be inside. The tape is going to catch it, and then we're going to fold that down, and it automatically wants to slide in here, and then those little things fall into the notch there, and that creates a reinforced bottom. So this is the lid of the box. So the next side is the base of the box. So it's the exact same process for the base. So you're going to want to have these, they're going to fold in like that, and this one is going to fold in like that. And same thing here. It's going to fold down like so. And this one is going to fold down like that. Okay, so now we need to put our tape on. So it's the same as before. You want to put your tape on the first panel. So we're going to stick tape 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so we're going to start with the short end and peel off that. So we're going to fold this down, and now it sticks. And we'll do the other side. And just like that. And then these little flaps need to come in. We'll take off, start with the shorter side of the box. So we'll fold this up, and then these go over top. Same with over here. So this folds up, and then this naturally gets pushed into place to reinforce the bottom. So then when we bring our lid back in, there you have your box.
Perfect.
So I'm going to show you how to make that little belly band. So I've included a piece of 12 by 12 designer series paper, and this paper is designed to work with that ephemera kit. It's all the same colors, and if you look, there's some elements that are designed the same as the paper. So you can see that little tag there is the same as the paper.
Yeah.
So I love when they do stuff like that. It makes our job so easy. Okay, so I didn't do any scoring. We're just going to hold onto the paper, and you're just going to fold it all the way around, just like that. And again, tear and tape is going to be your best friend on this project. So you're going to add a piece here, remove the backing, and then you're going to line up the edges so that you get that look. Now you'll notice that you can see my tape is shining, but that's okay because we're going to bring in our little greeting here. And you could pick any one that you want. I did this one because I just thought if you were giving this as a gift, it's such a cute way to be able to, you know, sending my love with cute cards. So then I'm going to use dimensionals, so we're not going to pull the backing off. And I'm just going to throw one over top of the seam. And now we can stick that over top and nobody knows that the seam is there. Now the little pearls are just so cute for embellishing, so you can add a couple onto here. Yeah, and there you go. There's your little box ready for your cards. So I hope you have fun crafting away. Let me know if you have any questions. And these card templates are there for you to refer back to again and again. You can see just from the cards I showcased today and the cards that I showcased from the class on the weekend that you can really go a long way with just 7 templates. So have fun crafting.